What up? It's another Mission Work Monday. Every time I say this, I haven't done this in a few weeks. I'll do a better job of shooting more of these. But Mission Work Monday, what it's about is about the mission work my family and I are on in foster care. So I shine different lights in different aspects. And part of this is just kind of documenting our journey as a family and my journey personally as well, so they have something that they could look back on, and we could kind of share these aspects together. So that's what that is about for me. So to today, i'm in a I'm in a in between place. All right. What does that mean? This year I knew starting out was a transition year on multiple fronts. Launching a new business, launching a new podcast, transitioning out of certain businesses, also getting involved in a whole bunch of different community outreach and community aspects, and also there's transitions happening in our home, right? Things that we cannot control, but things that we just roll with the punches. And I try to not think about that aspect of a transition happening in our home, because typically what happens is whatever is going to happen is completely out of your control, right? I just remember one of my college coaches always saying, control the things that you can control, right? Which is the best advice I've ever heard. And that's the same thing I coach my kids on, control the things you can control. Right, all the other things will sift itself out, and I typically do well with transitions, and I really don't think about the thing that is moving or changing, and I just kind of throw myself into it and be good there. Life has kind of showed me that whether things are hard or whether things are not, transitions are typically always good. So like I said, I'm in an in between place. I can't really say specifically what's happening in the home, but I do encourage prayer, for us as we, go on this new transition. There's something about when you are raising a baby from the beginning, right? You pour so much, into them, right? All they know is you, all they know is your love. All they know is your care, and how they've kind of drawn from you, right? And they're calling you daddy, they're calling you, whatever they call you, and that's like all I think being a father is probably the one of the most important jobs that you have, and especially as men, right? It's not just working, it's not just providing, but also using your experiences to help the next generation, right? And I'm constantly doing that. I'm constantly reminded by that. And I actually recently had a situation where I was racing my son, and I was racing my son. I had sandals on, and he desperately wants to beat me, and he will beat me one day, right? So we decide to race, and we go around the corner, and he's keeping up with me. He does a very good job of doing that. Mind you, he's only 4, so that's just telling you where he's gonna go. And he bends around that second corner, and then the finish, I finish off, and I beat him, and then after that he crumbles, right? So there was a mixed emotions. Obviously he crumbled, he's sad, and da 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 da. Depending on your perspective, if you were an athlete, you would be like, that's right, Sam, this is what you need to teach him. Don't let him, don't let him win. But if you are soft and flowery, they'd be like, oh, you should have let him win, da 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 da. So what are we teaching our kids, right? I think it's important for us to establish and understand that, life's not going to be easy. right? That's not my reality. And when you earn your chance to win, then that's your time, right? So especially because of the banter that I have back and forth in my house and with my kids, when they get a chance to beat me, they are going to knock my head off, right? They're going to beat me. But we have a competitive house, and that's kind of the nature of the intensity that happens inside the house. My son, I'm not gonna lie, he wants to beat me every day, like in everything, every time, every morning. He grabs me in a headlock, puts my head down. And he's like this, daddy. This is how you, like. It's crazy. So one race is not gonna phase him much based on kind of what I'm seeing, from him. But anyways, back to the subject matter. Uh, Foster care is very challenging. Being a father is very challenging. There's a fatherhood crisis in foster care. It's not getting solved easy. It will get solved when people start opening up their homes. There's a lot of people that are often complaining about societal issues, and the societal issue starts at home. Right, it starts with a broken home, and then from there things start to break over and over and over. And I truly feel like that, right? So once you understand that that's the issue, and you understand that it takes a real man to say, hey, listen, this is not my problem, but I'm going to be 10 toes down and create provide this gap. Sorry, that's missing in a child's life. And you could kind of see when people have gaps, like, fatherless homes, or mother was missing, or certain aspects of it that just wasn't there. It doesn't allow them to be whole, right? So even if it's a for a short period of time, providing a gap or a plug for the situation is something that I truly, truly believe in. It's something I truly feel like we could continue to participate more in. So that's what my Mission Work Monday is about. It's about transition. It's about fatherhood. It's about uh, societal issues, things that we can do as people to continue to help the people around us get better. Outside of that, thank you. Have a great day.